Boom! He's back. Yeah. Starting to feel better. I think you can tell in my voice I have a bit more energy than yesterday. Yesterday was a rough day. But yeah, stronger than ever. He's back. The back pain is starting to go away. But yeah, this is great. Great time to give thanks for life. You know, pain will pass. Pain is temporary. Same like the pain we're experiencing collectively is temporary. Yeah, that day will come where we gonna be united with our consciousness. Not exactly at the same place. Like we don't need to come all in Canada to be united or in another place. It's united with the mind. This is how we have to show our power with the mind. It's a mind game. That's all it is. I don't need to go to very, very far to realize that it's a mind game. I can go in my own mind and realize it once I free it from that mental slavery that we're put under. And it's a lot of homework for sure. But I think if we hold on, if we give ourselves the chance, not only personally, but collectively, like I might give myself the chance on a personal level here, but this chance is attached to the bigger consciousness, the bigger whole. The chance I'm giving myself here, I give it to the whole humanity. I'm speaking on YouTube right now, live and direct in flesh. And we didn't even have breakfast yet. Like Ralph said, my friend Ralph, he's so great. I love Ralph. Ralph Smart, check him out on YouTube. Same place as you can find me. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't even have breakfast yet. Can I get the hello there? Who knows Ralph? Probably some people here know Ralph. YouTube is a big place, but at the same time, it's a small place. At the same time, but there's a lot of channel, a lot of videos on YouTube. There's a lot of stuff. So yeah, so that day will come where we will see where yeah, where we will see the end of the confusion. Also, this is coming to an end. This is coming to an end. The mass confusion spoon fed to the blind. That's gonna end very soon, because now we're waking up. We're realizing that they're lying to us. I realized that for my part in 2014. Yeah, it's 3 years now that I realized that this whole world is a lie. So it feels very, very good for sure to be finally know the truth. That's about it. That's the journey. I think the big part of our journey in life is to discover who we are. Discover who we are. To me, it makes all sense today, especially after I realized the amount of mass manipulation and the amount of manipulation that was done over my mind. So I said, okay, there's something here really that's worth it to examine, my mind and to master it. Because now I realize suddenly, boom, oh, we're under mind control. So that's what it did for me. Listen, it was a great moment. It's a great moment once you discover how powerful you are and the power that you can use to the power of love. Of course, I'm talking about the power of love. Everything I think is derived from love. Love is divine. Same like all fear is derived by the fear of death, pretty much. All things are derived from love because love is the source. Love is divine. Love is what we are. Love is what we have to return to on a daily basis, like not just once in a while with our friends or families. No, we have to show love, but to the world also, to start caring for the world. That's a whole different thing. You can show love to your loved ones, to your lovely ones, like Ivar says, but you can also show love to the world. And to me, showing love to the world is what I do here. This, to me, this is showing love to the world, is inspiring my brothers and sisters that are here on a long, long journey like me for life. Hopefully for a long, long time. I hope I'm here the maximum time possible, but at the same time, it's the only experience that I am gonna have. So I hope it lasts. I hope it lasts for sure. I want to live to in their calendar, Babylonian calendar, in their amount of years that they calculate. I don't really like to relate to that calendar, but yeah, to relate to this whole thing, it's kind of, this is because also the collectivity, everybody is relating to the calendar, so, to the all the little trick in Babylon to manipulate us. Everybody refers to that, whether it's time, whether it's something else. So it's very hard to put that out of my mind and say, okay, I'm not going to refer to that calendar anymore. I know it's a big, big big reason for manipulation. Time is the, come on, time. They say it that time is the master. Why? Because time is manipulating humanity a big time. Big time. So that's why they keep saying that time is the master. Time is the master, because that's how they control humanity. With the calendar, with many other devices that people are under the impression that time exists. We are under the impression that time is real. I was under that impression until I really made sense of the here and now. And that made me have a total different outlook on the world and what was going on in my own life. Once you start having a proper analysis of the here and now and what it means and what is involved here in the here and now, okay, I had to read maybe the book of Eckhart Tolle. That helped me a bit, but it's more a self-realization of the here and now and reflection and going outside and making videos and talking with people, and really make sense of reality. Brainstorming is very important. That's what we have each other, but sometimes I feel like this is the thing, we don't get together enough. The people with great minds, with great intention, we should all get together and really create a shift in the awareness. This would be such like a catapult for the consciousness, if we all the especially on YouTube, if all the great minds on YouTube are getting together and start brainstorming and coming up with great inspiration, because I know we will not probably sit on YouTube and find the ultimate solution for the world that is in the merge of collapse, of collapsing. I know that, but at least we can inspire others to live great lives while they're here. It's I know there is a system. I know it's very heavy on our heads. It's lots of pressure. We have to constantly move to get that piece of paper, which is called money. So we have to constantly, we're under a lot of pressure because of that piece of paper. So if you don't have many strain of income, I think the best is to really develop many strain of income, because it's a really it's a wild world, and you never know when bad times or more rough times are gonna come. So it's very important to have develop many strings at the same time. I think it's a must. But at the same time, we cannot just keep our eyes on the prize and just on the money and just on the no. Me, the only reason, like I said, keep my eyes on the prize, on the money, is really to travel the world, is to be able to use Babylon and travel. This is the ultimate eye. That's going to be the ultimate eye at 35,000 feet. Yeah, probably the ultimate eye. But anyway, I think this misery that we live in, there's lots of listen. The world is in the merge of collapse. Once the thing is to say that it's on the verge of collapsing or something like that. It's because I am aware of what's going on. I am aware of what's going on. If you're not aware of what is going on in the world, that the world is a stage and that everything that they feed you is pretty much manipulated and filled with lies, and like you've never been there to verify those facts that they give you. So very often that's good. That's good, Jodix, what you're saying. Yeah. Each month I make a new name for the month and the weeks. Always different. Yeah. I'm not in the loop. Exactly. Very important to get out the loop, to stop perpetuating that loop, that overlay, to give it energy. We're here, we have to live, we have the system around us everywhere, but we don't have to give energy and perpetuate that loop. This is what's been happening. Is just a self-perpetuating loop, and that's been going on for eons and eons. And you can break the loop. You can break the chain. You can break all the programming that's been happening throughout your family this whole time. Because it's a family thing also. It's if more like I have the potential to affect a lot of people if they would listen. If they would listen, but they will not listen because they think that the world is okay the way it is and it runs perfectly fine the way it is. So it's very hard to make people see the truth and realize that the whole world is on the verge of collapsing because of the lies that we are being spoon-fed. So it's very, yeah. For my part, I keep on searching. I keep on searching, even though the whole world around me don't give a fuck. The whole world around me, nobody really freaking care. I go out and talk about my stuff to people. It's like Twilight Zone. It's like me, my little life, my little happiness, and who cares if the world's gone astray or who, like this is the state that we're in. A lot of cognitive dissonance, exactly. But not in even cognitive dissonance, you have to be aware, I think, of the program or something. Like, I think it's just we are really me. The way I was seeing myself like really an automata, robot. That's what they want to transform humanity in. It's clear. You don't need to go into conspiracy to realize that we are being transformed into robots. I don't need to even go very, very far to realize these things. They are very easy realizable. Just go out and take a walk. Go check and it's to lift the veil also, the veil of illusion, the veil of what we always been taught, and to look at things differently. And to me, it's a whole different paradigm. It's a whole different paradigm once you change the way you look at things. Who said that? Dwayne Dyer, I think. Change the way you look at things, and the change you look at are gonna change. For sure, if you change, if you're not willing to change your ways, change the way you see things will never probably change in your life. But for my own experience, I decided to take another road, take a road that wasn't paved, that wasn't, this is also the joy and the happiness that you get from going on to a journey that nobody did before you. Like nobody has done. Yeah, people have done what I do, motivational speaking. That's not what I mean. But nobody has ever, like Motivation Academy, I started that from scratch. It's my own realization. It's my own thinking. One day I came out with that, and I never stopped. I kept focus, and nobody was watching me for a long time. It's okay. It's okay. I've never done that for popularity anyway. I always done that to grow as a person, to grow in. I realized that there was no such thing as fear. So I put all this aside, and I decided to live my life fully, to express my birthright, what I came here to do, to change things, to change myself. The first change that has to occur is with you, inside you. I think it's a bit in the dream state to think that you can change the world without changing yourself. Like, people dig the stuff when you do things from your soul, from your heart. Like, I'm not pretending to do things from my heart here. It's from my heart. I come here every day to deliver what I have on my mind. So it's not something that I do once in a while. Something that I dedicate myself to, because I think this is what we need. Dedication. We need people that can stand up and pave the way, or show the way, or show people that it's possible. Like, it's not necessarily to pave the way for them, but it's to show them what's possible. It's like my children. I rather show them what's possible than teach them my fears. What's the point of teaching them my fears? Like, I prefer to come here on YouTube and speak my mind like that they see it, even if this goes nowhere, even if I don't get what I envisioned to get. I don't care. I don't care, because just what I'm doing here will give strength to my children to pursue their dreams, and they might get it, So it's the whole thing is very much worth it. It's not about me, or other people might pick up what I say to not only my children and go on with it and really smash their dreams. So it's not even about me. It's like, I have very humble in this journey, because that's what also that I need. I need to remain strong. I need to be humble. I cannot be too arrogant, and even though at times I am, I have my moment of that I have my moment sometimes, for sure, that I think we all have some kind of not two personalities. It's not that I have two personalities, but yeah, sometimes I can maybe express a little bit more what I have on my heart, and on my because I think the time is now. The awakening is now. The awakening is not in 5 years from now. And no, the awakening is now. The propaganda has to stop. All the Babylonian propaganda, all the nonsense. This is what also the day will come where it's gonna stop, because we're becoming more conscious. Like, we can talk flat earth or any kind of stuff, but it's just the consciousness that is rising. When I say the consciousness, is people are realizing more and more everywhere on earth who they are, and the divinity, that the gift of life that they have. So, and I think in that sense, it is very important to really show the best of us that we can. That's why I marked in the title Shine Your Light. It's all about shining our light. Me, I shine. I do my part. I do the work I have to do here for the benefit of us all. That's for sure. It's never been about a single person. This is the thing also that we have forgot a lot in our collective journeys, to help one another, and everybody's just for themselves. So it's very important, once you get in touch a bit more with with who you are that you start helping others, you start helping people, and really show more gratitude towards life. It's just to be more grateful. It's just, we are so arrogant. So arrogant with life. This is what I realized too. I was so arrogant with life, thinking that everything was had to come to me, and without too much work. And this is the arrogance we have. But I realized at one point that once I start doing the work and I stop being arrogant with life, and I give, and I first of all give back whatever it's on YouTube, or the whole life change, the whole paradigm shift. It's a paradigm shift. Nothing more, nothing less. It's a paradigm shift. Your whole life is gonna change. Your whole uh, inside. You're gonna change inside out, for sure. Maybe by out. Yeah, maybe I grown a beard or something, but that's not what changed. Like, I haven't changed outside other than losing weight, but that, yeah, maybe that came with consciousness also. I started being more conscious. So I check what I eat. I check what I put in my temple. I don't want to put pork and stuff like that. It's finished, those things there. Those no, I try to feed the body with proper, healthy, clean, alkaline food, so I stay always uplifted, energetic, and the most possible. For sure, we are surrounded by temptations. These are gonna arise very often. It's Babylon, and it's Babylon in Germany. It's Babylon in Quebec. It's Babylon in USA. It's Babylon in Japan. It's Babylon in Alaska. Everywhere, it's the same system. So whether you're in Montreal, downtown Montreal, sorry, or downtown Tokyo, you will see the same thing. McDonald's, blah, blah, blah. All the same stuff, all the same corporations taking over the world, and slowly, slowly, but it seems to be surely eradicating all the small businesses. And that happened even in your hometown, I'm sure. Small businesses are closing more and more. If I put gas in my car, I always prefer to go put gas at the local one, the familial gas station there, than the Ultramar there, the big Canadian corporation, or Quebec corporation. Ultramar, it's Quebec, I think. Quebec owned Ultramar. Anyway, so I prefer to, I don't go to big places like that, but gas in my, it's to become the whole thing of becoming conscious also, is to realize that, yes, you have money in your pocket, but why not use it and give it to the right cause, the right people, the right place. Vote with your money. This is what I intend to do more and more. And I know I like the whole thing about putting gas. Probably will stop too one day. Now we'll stop putting gas in our cars and go electric, or go with hydrogen. But again, it's just another form for them to control what we're going to consume. Like, the energy is not going to be free, where I think it should be free. All energy should be free. It's accessible pretty much to everybody. So why shouldn't it be free? That's another control mechanism from Babylon. This earth belongs to me and you. But we don't feel like we belong, because there is always a cost to everything, and there is a cost of living, cost of this. You have a cost to pay for your maybe if everything would be given to us free, like the basic necessities, maybe we would feel like we belong more, and more people would do the work to help humanity to get out this mess. I think the fact that we are very secluded and not really too much doing our part for humanity is the fact that we don't really feel like we belong, because we have to pay for everything. We pay for, there's no pieces of land available anywhere. So when you come into a world that you don't even have a piece of land given to you, where you come into a world where, this thing belongs to you, This is something very wrong here. And you develop that in your mind over time. It's subconscious again. But the fact that you have nothing given to you uh, as your birthright, like a piece of land, or so, it takes away your attachment from the place where you come. Me, this is how I feel it, and I'm sure many people feel this way. It's anyway, it's makes sense to me that there's a disattachment and non-attachment to a massive non-attachment to the earth, if I can call it like that. Like everybody is really disconnected from the world duty. Like maybe it's the fact that maybe if people would feel like they belong more, I don't know. That would be a great starting point to just also yeah, that everybody do their part, and together when we start something also to this awakening happening. It's not happening to me. Me, I'm awakening for sure. And it's not only about the external stuff, like I could be awakening to 9/11. Ooh, I'm awake to this conspiracy. Oh, I'm awake. No, I'm awakening to myself. I'm awakening to who I am. That's what I want. I can awake to all kinds of but again, awake, it's a big word because what we're being fed most of the time is false truth. So it's very hard to see. It's a big illusion. The whole world is filled with illusion. It's filled with magician. Like it's a big magic scene. It's a big magician scene, and nobody's seeing the illusion because of the magician of Babylon. That's simple. Like at one point, it's like, what, are you numb to life to the point that you cannot even go on YouTube, sit on your couch and do research? Like it's so easy also. And it's not like you have to go to the National Library and look through aisles and aisles of book to search for the truth. Hello, people. It's accessible here and now on YouTube, everywhere. Everybody, me right here, right now. This is the truth, and I can tell you a lot of stuff about the world too. But it's so easy accessible. You don't even have to move your ass and go out your house. You can just go on YouTube if you have internet, and you will have everything there accessible to your fingertips. You can learn anything you need to know. It's not like we're in the 50s and we have to go to the other side of the town and search and search. Come on, it's all accessible. So really, I don't know why more people are not looking into it and expressing it to the world. Like it's good to what it is to fear. Though it's good to know the truth, but you must also do something with it. Like what it is to fear, to come out and, worst comes to worst, create your own channel or stuff like that. There's a lot of people here today that they have their own channel and they do things every day. I do things my way, you do things your way, but all together, this is how we're gonna. Not everybody see things the way I see them, and I don't expect that anyway. I don't expect anybody to live to my expectation. So I just want to remain true to myself and go on in my journey. It's a long journey. Life is a long journey, and you need to be strong. You need to be strong for sure. And developing confidence and strength is very important in this world because it will come and get you. I don't care how tough you are, it will bring you to your knees. Yeah. This world will bring you to your knees if you let it. That's what Rocky said, eh? I don't care how tough you are, talented you are. This will bring you to your knees if you let it. So it's very important, you are going to be brought down to our knees very often with pain, with all kinds of stuff. Like, but it's to keep our eyes on the prize. Keep our eyes on the prize. Keep our eyes on the relief. Same if you have pain. If you have pain, keep your eyes on the relief. And I think nothing can really go wrong in that sense. We're all been given gift of life to make sense of reality, and to also, not only to make sense of reality, but to use this gift of life is something that is very, very divine. And that's why I say all the time, once you start using your gift, your talent, crafting your talents, or working at the what you want to accomplish in life, there's a total different paradigm, different vibration attaching to you. You can call it God, you can call it the divine force, you can call it, but you're gonna feel that. That's why it's, listen, I'm gonna repeat it. This is my story for sure. I stick to it. I don't have a 25 story, but we all have stories. This is the thing. We all have stories. We should all share our stories with the world. Yeah. We have survived our worst moments. I survived my worst moments in life. Yeah, I survived things much worse than what I'm doing now. This is nothing. I had moments that I was much more nervous than that in my life, like problem with money or stuff like that, or you know, uh, it's crazy that sometimes you do things in life that will catch you up in the long run just later, and that's it. Sometimes you do mistakes in life, and I've done my share. I've done my share. I've done my share for sure. But I don't live in the past. I don't live into my mistake and say my mistake are me. And no, like I go on in life and I make sure I always transform and become a better version of what I'm came here to be. So maybe all those tribulation that I had in my life when I was young was for a reason, was to make me grow. I had a lot of stuff. When I was young, I was very, very rock and roll. Very rock and roll. And I think this made me grow a lot. Yeah. Made me grow. It made me realize a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Buy locally, embrace your neighborhood. Inner words, outer words, as above, so below. We respond to everything around us. Whether we do it consciously or unconsciously, it determines the way our environment is responding to us. Yeah. Hello, GG, my bro. My bro Alex, big up Alex. We're gonna get together very soon, eh? Yeah, yeah, trop bonne show, là. Maybe this afternoon or something, if you're available. I'll contact you after. Yeah, we should do that very soon. Hold on. I'm reading your comments. Yeah. Hi, Janik, Wisdom, Jodix, love and peace. Yeah, Jodix, St. George, wisdom, show your love. Very important, show your love. To me, show your love. Yeah, the state of having inconsistent thoughts, belief, or attitude, especially as relating to the behavioral decisions and attitude change. Yeah, cognitive dissonance. These YouTubes and internet will be a time capsule for the future to see after or when we have gone home. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube is very, very important. Like we're making our history, like our story, I should say, not our story, but we're making our story. Like what I'm doing here is a very, very significance for the universal mind, for the growth of humanity. Like I see it as something very normal because for me, because I'm very humble. But I know that these videos that, listen, I've done so many videos. I've came out so strong that it has the potential for sure influence a lot of people in a good way, and this is what I wanted. That's why I put in the work. Why do you think I made 15, 1600 videos? Probably 17, 1800 with the Truman Show is to imprint, leave a print on the universal mind. This is, I want to speak and think and so much to the universal mind that at one point it's going to start organizing stuff on my way, and this is what it's doing. This is what you start feeling also. You can call that synchronicity or other things, but I think it's a very, very rewarding feeling once you go on after what you love, what you want to do, your passion. And yeah, Alex can talk about that also. A lot of people can talk about how it feels when you go after something you love, when you do something you love and especially Alex started when he was very young, to write songs, to produce his own stuff. And so talking about Alex Justice, and he's in the chat, one of my great buddy on the. Yeah. There is great minds. There is great minds in this world, and this is what I want to attach to. I hope my message is clear. I've said it more than once, and it's by coming together, all the great minds, and there is flakes for sure. There is people that don't really want to grow, and I don't really want to waste time with those people. And they will awake when they wake up, when they see clear, when they. I'm not there to shove it down the throat of nobody, but at one point, it's also that I have to speak out because I don't want to stay in that state of consciousness. So I cannot remain a zombie. So I have to exteriorize my trauma, and this is the way I do it. That I will keep doing it until. I don't think I'll ever get out from here. I don't think I'll ever get out of the tube. I think I'm stuck in the tube. It's like a big tube, YouTube. It's like you big. It's like you're stuck in the tube. I'm probably somewhere in the tube, my channel. But I think this is what's good also, and this is what we have to do, is really to use because the internet to me is something okay, maybe not as conscious as us, but it's part of the universal mind. It's part of the universal consciousness. Do you think for one moment, if they wouldn't want humanity to wake up, if this awakening wasn't meant to happen, there would be internet? Come on, look at what I can tell you here. You can hear me all the way in Japan, wherever in the world. You can log in on YouTube and you hear what I have to say. And I say a lot of stuff. I say a lot of stuff about those Babylonian people. And so I exposed a lot of stuff. So if they wouldn't want, and I'm not the only one like that, there is a lot of people much more hardcore than me that go much deeper, that dive much deeper. So if they wouldn't want humanity to wake up, we wouldn't even have internet to exchange this topic today, this content. So it's clear to me that there's no fear, no such thing as fear, because it's they should fear us waking up. That's the only the fear should be on their side, not our side. We are the organized truth against unorganized lies, but against. It's not against, but we are the organized truth, but we must organize ourselves and show love. Yeah. Love is divine. Yeah. So guys, I'm letting you go, and I'll be back probably later on. So rise and shine, and live your dreams. Yeah. Live your dreams. Have goals, set intentions, and discipline. Discipline and intent. Very important. You can have intent, but if you don't have discipline to follow in that intent, so discipline and intent. It's like nitro and glycerin. Yeah. Harmless by themselves, but mix them together, they're explosive. No matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, we will make it. We will make it. That day will come. Stay positive, stay up, stay upfulness. Peace, brother. And now, peace, love, always. Joe Dix, wisdom. Hello, GG. Where's my buddy Ivar? My buddy Ivar is not there this morning? No, no sign of Ivar. Huh? First time, no sign of Ivar in the chat. That's kind of, I'm going to put my private investigator on that. Where's Ivar? Yeah. Anyway, have a very, very good day, very uplifting day, and stay positive and stay strong. And that day will come. Love is divine. If we shine our light, cannot have any other effect than taking us out of this dark realm, or dark paradigm, maybe more dark paradigm. This is what we need to come out and shine light and shine our lights like the sun. Shine like the sun. Exactly. Peace, love, always blessing, whatever makes you happy. I don't really care. To me, the words I have dealt with that in my mind, and I don't freak out too much with those anymore. So it's important to remain conscious and to stay true to ourselves and live your dreams. He's out. He will be back a little bit later on. Give thanks for life. Yeah, very important. And don't take it light. Yeah.